Mm-hmm. There it is. Good afternoon, everyone. It's almost time once again for Strat-O-Matic baseball. We're going to finish up the doubleheader. We played the first game yesterday, and the nightcap this afternoon. Washington at Boston. Washington won the first game behind the Major League debut of Dick Bosman. Let's see who's here. Hello there, Bob. Hi, Kelly. Greetings to Mike. Hello to Robert. Hello, Al. Greetings to Ben. I'm going to have to refresh here. I can't see everybody. Is it? Oh, Bob. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't always know that. When I first started playing the cards and dice again, I was really confused by that too. So what I did is I just set up my Windows game, put a fast runner on first, held him, and then checked it to see what his percentage was, and then did the math from there. Welcome, Kenyon Gray. Welcome aboard. Busy morning for me, finishing up my last spring rookie draft of the year. We're in the last round, one pick to go. One of my keeper leagues has already started playing. And my Basin Street Blues, who had the second worst record in the league last year, are off to a 9-4 start. So, yeah, I don't put too much into that yet, but it's nice. Pitchers for today's game. Right-hander Jim Hannon goes for the Senators. And as you can see, computer card only, Bob Sadowski gets the start for Boston. For Hannon, he's made 2 starts. He's 0-1 with a very high ERA of 6.59. 25 hits allowed in 13 2/3 innings. Ouch. Sadowski has made 1 start. He's 0-1 with a 6.75. 11 hits allowed in 6 2/3 innings. So definitely take the over today. Both right-handers again. And let's see. I guess we can get started. Let's go ahead and give you the Washington batting order. I lost my voice all of a sudden. Yeah, that's true, Al. Stolen base is not as much of an issue in 1948. For the Senators, Bob Savarin at second base leads it off. Pretty much the same lineup as Game 1 except for the catcher. Ken McMullen at third base, Jim King in right field, Frank Howard in left, Dick Nen is at first base, Don Locke in center field, Doug Camilli will catch the nightcap and hit 7th, with Brinkman the shortstop and Hannon the pitcher rounding things out. Boston makes some changes, however. Tillman will catch. The infield, Scott Jones. Welcome back to the lineup, Rico Petrocelli at short with Foy at third. Yastrzemski, Thomas, and Gosker from left to right. So Tony Canigliaro gets a day off as well. And with that, we're at 1:30, and we're ready for first pitch. How about that? I've been trying to do that. I don't always get on 5 minutes early, but I've been trying to. Figure I can get some of the greetings and the pregame stuff out of the way and actually start the ball game at 1:30 or close to it. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, Sadowski's ready to go to work here as Bob Savarin steps in. Bob at 272, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Here's the windup and the pitch to the switch hitter. It's a 3-7 right-handed, called strike 3. Home umpire Marty Springstead rings him up. Let me double check that. Yes, it is Springstead. Just over 8,200 in the place for a doubleheader. Wow, in Fenway. That kind of pathetic, actually. Here's Ken McMullen now, hitting .239, 6 homers, 16 RBIs. The pitch from Sadowski. That's a 1-8 right-handed ground ball into the hole at short. Petrocelli, strong throw in time. So the Red Sox happy to have Rico Petrocelli back in the lineup. And the batter will be Jim King. King has cooled off a bit since his torrid start. .277 now with 8 homers and 23 RBIs. Both the homers and the RBIs still lead the team. And here's the pitch from Sadowski. That's a 4-11 left-handed. Looks like a single. I'm going to have to look that one up on my computer game. Bear with me. I should have pulled his card up already. What do we have here? A 4-11 is a base hit into right field. Hard to read it on there. So 2-out single for King. That'll get Frank Howard to the plate in the first. Let's take a look at Howard's numbers. Howard at .301, 3 homers, 19 RBIs as Sadowski set from the stretch. It's a 5-2 right-handed fly ball to left field and deep. Backing up is Yastrzemski on the track, hauls it in, and that will do it for Washington in the first. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Washington nothing, Boston coming to bat. Second game of a twin bill, middle game of a 3-game series. And here's Hannon, and here's the Red Sox lineup. Rico Petrocelli leads it off at short. Jim Gosker is in right field. Carl Yastrzemski in left. George Scott at first base. Dalton Jones at second. George Thomas will play center. Joe Foy at third. Bob Tillman, the catcher. And Sadowski, the pitcher. Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. I was grocery shopping. Had to pick up a few things. And other than that, not much. I was working on some computer managers for my keeper leagues, as mentioned previously. Okay, that cheer you heard is for Rico Petrocelli, who will start off the inning. Rico at .258, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. Here's the windup and the pitch from Jim Hannon. It's going to be a 6-7 right-handed. He loops one into right field. That's going to drop in front of King for a leadoff single. Petrocelli aboard. No threat to run. Let's check the battery anyway. Hannon a +2 hold. And Camellia 0, so a +2 battery for Washington. And here's Jim Gosker now. Gosker at just 186. He has 1 home run. Left-handed hitter. From the stretch, here's Hannon's pitch on a 1-4 fly ball to left field. That's playable for Howard. And he tracks it down for the first out. Here's Yaz now. Yastrzemski comes into the game at .250, 4 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from Hannon. That's going to be a 6-9 left-handed fly ball into straightaway center. Locke is there and tracks it down for out number 2. And that'll bring up George Scott, the first baseman, hitting .263. Team leading 9 home runs and his 26 RBIs, tied with Tony Conigliaro for the team lead. Hannon checks the runner. Now comes in there with a 6-9 righty, and he lifts a fly ball to right, King drifting to his right, and he's there to make the catch, and that'll do it for the first inning. No runs to hit, one left. Sadowski, is that correct? Hanlon's a 5 endurance starter. It looks like that's a 6. Let me double check that on my screen. It is. He made 5 starts that year, pitched 33 innings total. And he gets a 6 endurance rating. Go figure. Here's Dalton Jones to lead it. Excuse me, wrong team. Here's Dick Nen to lead it off, I should say, for the Senators in the second. Nen at 202, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. Make that 14. My apologies. Sadowski with the pitch, 1-5 right-handed, called strike 3. Springstead rings him up, second strikeout for Sadowski. And here's Don Locke now. Locke hitting 217, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. I'm really struggling with the vision again today for some reason. Let me get a drink of water and clean my glasses. Oh yeah, I already cleaned them before the game, but you know, they can never be too clean. And hello there to Frank, welcome aboard. Here's Locke, the pitch, 3-9 right-handed, struck him out. Third strikeout for Sadowski. And here's Doug Camilli, the catcher. Camilli just 9 for 46 on the season. That's a 196 average. He does have 2 home runs. And here's Sadowski's delivery on a 1-5. He bangs a single into left field. So Camilli trying to make the most of limited playing time, at least so far. And with 2 outs, the batter will be Eddie Brinkman. Brinkman comes in at 253, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. Sadowski working out of the stretch. We've got a 3-9 right-hander, and Brinkman bangs a single into left field, an open single, but Camilli very slow, and he'll stop at second. With 2 outs, Jim Hannon will be the hitter, right-handed batter. Sadowski's pitch on a 6-9. Grounder to shortstop. Let me get another look at that. It is a shortstop A, and Brinkman has it, throws him out, and that'll do it. I had to refer to the larger card, which I pulled up on the screen in my computer games. So the Senators get a couple of hits, but leave them both, and we are still scoreless. And there's Franklin, and there's Gerald. Hello. Welcome all. Glad to have you here with me today. Just getting underway here, so, you know, if you're not doing anything, pour yourself something to drink and hang out with me for a little bit. I've got my coffee. As Boston comes to bat in the bottom of the second, it'll be Dalton Jones, Roy Thomas to follow. Jones leading the club in hitting now at 300. Not enough at bats to qualify, but 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Hannon's pitch is a 4-6 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. First K for Hannon. Down goes Jones, and the batter will be George Thomas. Thomas hitting 220, just 59 at bats. He does have a pair of homers. The pitch from Hannon is a 5-6 right-handed. That's going to be a ground ball third base way. And it is speared there by McMullen. Long throw in time. So a nice play by Ken McMullen to deprive Thomas's bid for a base hit there. With 2 out and nobody on, the batter will be Foy. Foy at .291, 7 home runs, 15 RBIs. Hannon gets the sign from Camille, and here's the pitch. It's a 4-12 righty. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Howard at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Joe Foy puts the Red Sox on the board first with his 8th home run of the season. We can look at it again. 4-12 right-handed. He has the power. He threw the one, and it's out of here. Over the green monster and gone. With his 8th home run, he takes over. No, he doesn't. I was going to say he takes over the team lead, but George Scott has 9. And the batter will be Tillman. Tillman pinch hit in the 9th inning in the opening game. Now he's doing the catching here in the nightcap. Tillman hitting .269, 1 homer, 12 RBIs. And here's the pitch from Hannon. 2-8 right-handed. He loses him, ball 4. And that'll get the pitcher out of the way, if nothing else, this inning. Nobody likes to have the pitcher leading off an inning. Sadowski, a 1 right-hander. Hannon with a 1-7 struck him out. 2 Ks in the inning for Hannon, but a solo blast by Joe Foy. And the Red Sox lead 1-0 after 2. You did, Franklin. It's Bob Sadowski making his 2nd start of the season. Top of the order for Washington. Bob Savarin struck out in the 1st. Sadowski into the windup. 5-6 left-handed, grounder to second base. Jones has it. Throws it over to Scott, 1 down. That'll bring up Ken McMullen. Ken 0 for 1 today. Sadowski set now. Here's the windup on the pitch. It's a 1-12 righty. Did he go around, check at first base? He did not. That's going to be a walk to Ken McMullen. Sadowski barking at the umpire. What does that mean, Franklin? I'm confused there. That was for Ben, of course. Critical Role, a D&D actual play series. Runner on first, 1 away, and here's King. King singled in the 1st. Sadowski working from the stretch. 6-7 left-handed. That's going to be a single to 2, it looks like to me. Let's check it against this here. 6-7, single to 2. And the roll is a 6, and he lines out to second base. It doesn't say where he lines out to, but I'm going to assign it to second. Two down, and here's Frank Howard. Howard flew to left his first time up. McMullen takes his lead from first, and here's the pitch. It's a 1-8 right-handed, and he loses him, ball 4. 2 walks in the inning by Sadowski. McMullen down to second, and Dick Nen will be the hitter. Gerald for the Sox here today, and welcome to Thomas. Well, Thomas, you know, if you'd have been in my house, I would have said that Mookie did it. Here's Dick Nanny, struck out in the second. Runners take their lead. Sadowski to the plate on a 5-2. It is a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Gosker, 1-10 at the wall. He makes the catch at the wall. Oh my. 5-2 lefty, homer to 10. On the 15, just allowed out. So 2 walks in the inning. The Senators leave a pair. And it's still 1-0. For Boston, it'll be the top of the order here in the bottom of the third. Rico Petrocelli singled his first time up, now facing Jim Hamlin for the second time, and here's the pitch. 6-7 right-handed, ground ball to the left side, through and into left field for a single. And Petrocelli back in the lineup is 2 for 2. That'll bring up Gosker, 0 for 1. Hammond working from the stretch now. Here's Jim Gosker, and here's the pitch. 3-8 right-handed, struck him out. Third strikeout for Hannon. And the batter will be Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski 0 for 1, standing in from the left side. Here comes the pitch from Hannon. It's a 1-4 righty. That's a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is King at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Took a minute to see it. He leaped at the wall, and it's over the wall. 1-13 on the 12. It's a 2-run blast for Yaz, and it's a 3-0 Boston lead. For Carl Yastrzemski, his 5th home run of the season. Big round of applause for Yaz here at Fenway, and here's George Scott. Nobody on, 1 out. Hannon with the pitch. That's a 2-4 right-handed fly ball into right field. King is there, and he squeezes it for out number 2. And here's Jones now. Left-handed batter, Hannon into the windup. 6-4. That is going to be a fly ball to center field X. That's Locke, a good outfielder, 2E9. He's ranging to his left on the play of 15, and he makes a fine running catch to retire the side. Nice play, Locke, to end the inning. 2 runs on a 2-run shot by Yaz, and after 3 innings, it's 3-0. You're right, Franklin. I take that back. Momentary lapse there. Of course it isn't. Franklin says right field wall is not that tall. That's correct. Thanks for pointing that out. I have to admit, I get caught up in making the call and forget to picture the ballpark. I was picturing the monster, but completely forgot about right field. It's an incredibly weird right field, isn't it? I've heard many players say that playing right in Fenway is like playing center anywhere else. Frank asks, were the Sox weak that year? Well, I don't know about that, but let's... I've got Sadowski's card up, so I cannot see their actual record. If anyone in the group would care to check for me on the Red Sox actual season record in 1966, that would be much appreciated. I think they were under 500, but not as bad as 17 and 27 would indicate. There it is. Thank you, Al. 72 and 90. And we go to the fourth. So yeah, they weren't good. Let's put it that way. It'll be Locke, Camille, and Brinkman as we go to the fourth. Don Locke struck out his first time against Sadowski, and here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 1-3 righty, and he hit the ground ball with eyes right up the middle and through into center field for a leadoff single. With Locke aboard and one away, we'll check the battery. Locke not a threat to steal. Sadowski a 0 hold, but Tillman with that +3 arm. And here's Camille, who singled his first time up. No, I salute you. Sadowski from the stretch, 1-7 righty, fly ball to straightaway center. Thomas backs up a few steps and makes the catch for the first out. Eddie Brinkman will be the batter. Brinkman singled his first time up. Sadowski out of the stretch. 4-11 right hand, and he bangs a single into right field. Open single, Locke can go to third. 14-16. Gosker a 0. They're going to send him, and Boston will cut that one off and hold Brinkman at first. Brinkman a star 15. That would make him 18. He'll be held at 16. And with that 8 and 10 automatic caught, that should be enough to discourage him, especially with the pitcher up. Hannon a C bunter. And he squares to bunt. No squeeze, just a straight sacrifice on a 7, and he moves Brinkman over. So 2 men in scoring position, 2 away, and it'll be up to Bob Saverin. Washington trying to get on the board here in the fourth. Sadowski trying to get back in the dugout. And here's the pitch to the left-hander on a 2-5. That's going to be a liner towards second base to 3. It's speared by Jones, and that'll retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 more left. So that's, by my count, 7 left on base for Washington so far. Oh, I keep forgetting to ask for the trivia question lately. I apologize, guys. A lot on my mind, as you know. Still not, not quite myself. I'm getting there. Some days better than others. Moving to the bottom of the fourth, here's Hannon. It'll be Thomas, Foy, and Tillman due for the Sox. Thomas 0 for 1. Hannon gets the sign from Camille. The windup, the pitch, 5-5 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Hannon. And the batter will be Foy. Foy, of course, homered his first time up. Hannon into the windup. Pitch to Foy is a 4-9 right-handed. That ball is driven deep to left field. Going back is Howard at the track, at the wall, off the wall. And Foy in standing with a double. Homer and a double for Joe Foy. Naturally, I'm looking at his card to see if he has any triples. 1-9-9. Almost nothing on Hannon's card. There's that 4-11. Good luck rolling that. And the batter will be Tillman. Tillman walked in the second. Hannon gets the sign. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-6 right-handed. Grounder to short. Brigman has it. Looks the runner back and throws him out. That'll bring up Sadowski. Hannon set. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-11. Grounder to second base. Savarin gloves it. Flips to Nan, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, one left. We've completed 4. It's 3-0 Red Sox. Sadowski has scattered 5 singles in holding the Senators scoreless through 4. And he'll be looking at McMullen, King, and Howard, the meat of the order here in the 5th. McMullen 0 for 1 with a walk. Sadowski gets the sign from Bob Tillman, and here's the pitch. It's a 4-5 right-handed fly ball into left field. Yastrzemski gliding over and puts it away, 1 down. There we go. Frank's got a trivia. Which Red Sox player stole home in the 2004 ALCS? One away, and here's Jim King. King 1 for 2 today. And a shout out to Sonoma Joel. Joel Horland 20, my favorite number. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-4 left-handed. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Petrocelli has it and throws him out, 2 down. I know Roberts stole an important base. I don't remember if I don't think it was home. Could be wrong. He may have had another stolen base that I'm forgetting. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Howard. Here's Sadowski's pitch to Frank Howard on a 2-6. Fly ball into straightaway center. Thomas backing up to make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Sadowski. What did I say at the start? Bet the over? You just never know. Wow, so he stole home. I'll be darned. I forgot about that one. Didn't he steal another key base in that series as a pinch runner? I still remember Dave saying, Maury Wills told me, there's going to come a time in a big game where you have to steal a base where everybody knows in the park knows you're trying to steal it. Top of the order for Boston, it's Rico Petrocelli, 2 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch from Hannon. That's a 6-9 right-handed. He lifts one the other way into right. King arranging over by the line, and he makes the catch. Ball slicing away from King, but he was able to get there. And now here's Jim Gosker. That would have been with Montreal. I'm trying to think who they had. No idea. Here's Gosker 0 for 2. 6-10 left-handed. That's going to be catcher's card X. Camille. A 4E4. And here's the play. On an 8, that's going to be a pop out to the catcher. 2 down. Gosker retired, and here's Yastrzemski. Yaz with a 2-run shot his last time up. Hannon staring in, and here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. On a 1-6 right-handed, he rips one high and deep to right field. King ranging back, it's over his head. That's going to be down for extra bases. Yastrzemski ends standing with a double. So Foy and Yastrzemski now, each with a home run and a double. Runner in scoring position with 2 down, and here's the cleanup man, George Scott. Dalton Jones on deck. Scott's flown to right field both times against Hannon. Hannon in his first inning of potential fatigue as he pitches to Scott, and here's the pitch on a 6-8 right-handed. That's second base X. Tough chance for Savarin. 4E24. And here's the play on a 20. He's there. Makes the stab, throws him out, and the inning is over. Nice play by Savarin to end the inning. The Red Sox leave Yastrzemski standing at second. After 5 innings complete, it's 3-0 Boston. Now it'll be Sadowski's first endurance inning. Robert, I remember it was somebody old. He was with Montreal. Pedro, that is. I'm trying to think back to who Montreal had who would have come from Boston, and I can't think of anybody. Sadowski has handcuffed the Senators so far today as we go to the 6th inning. Dick Nen will lead it off. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Sadowski gets the sign from Tillman. The pitch is a 6-7 left-handed. That's going to be a line drive towards second base. Single to 2, liner into the glove of Jones. Was it a hitter or a pitcher, Robert? Here's Don Locke, 1 for 2. I didn't think it was home either. He came in as a pinch runner and stole second. I do remember that. Wore a helmet without ear flaps. Oh my God, that's frustrating. Locke is 1 for 2 on the day. Sadowski into the windup. A 5-3 grounded to the pitcher X. Sadowski a 4E51. Ouch. And here's the roll on the play. It's an E rating, a 5 on a 51. That's going to be off his glove for an error. So error on the pitcher, first error of the ball game. Locke aboard, not held at 16, but he's not a star stealer, and with a 7-9 automatic caught, there's no way. The batter will be the catcher, Doug Camille. Sadowski working out of the stretch now. Takes the Camille on a 2-6 right-handed. Hit right back to Sadowski. He whirls and fires to Jones for 1. Steps on the bag to Scott. Double play. A 1-4-3 ends the inning. And it's still 3-0. Man, Robert, you really can see him. Gerald said Mark Bellhorn. I'd forgotten all about him, Gerald. Oh, I remember him. I just forgot about him. Jim Hannon in his second endurance inning, facing Jones, Thomas, and Foy here in the bottom of the 6th. Jones 0 for 2 on the day as Hannon gets his sign. Here's the windup and the pitch to Jones. It's a 5-8 left-handed as he rips one into right field. Over to cut it off, King. He can't. Gets past him, and Jones into second standing with a leadoff double. And that's going to get him moving around in the Washington pen. Diego Segui throwing down there. Pedro traded for a 21-year-old pitcher and a player to be named later. Boy, you guys can't agree on anything today. It wasn't Aaron Seeley, was it? I just pulled that one out of my ass, quite frankly. Leadoff double. And here's Thomas, 0 for 2 on the day. I can tell you who the Dodgers traded Pedro for. That one I remember well. The pitch to Thomas, 4-9 right-handed, and that is going to be hard hit into left field, backing up his Howard at the track, at the wall, off the wall. Homer to 6, that's going to be a double. On an open double, Jones rounding. He's a 15, Locke a -2, 13. Wait a minute, he's on second already. My apologies, guys. Back-to-back doubles, Jones scores easily. And it is 4-0. And out of the dugout comes Hodges, and that's going to do it for Hannon. So Hannon will leave the game. Diego Segui jogging in, and we'll take a moment and clean things up now. Hannon goes 5+, allowed 4, 5, 6, 8 hits. 4 runs so far. The runner on second, his responsibility. He gave up 2 home runs. He walked 1 and struck out 4. Pavano. Bob nails it. Pavano never quite had the career I thought he would have. I mean, I was enamored with Pavano when he came up. Diego Segui enters the game. Segui on the season, 3-2 with a 2.6 ERA. He's made 5 starts, 2 relief appearances. 4-0 Boston, runner at second, nobody out, and the batter is Joe Foy. Segui ready to go to work now. The pitch to Segui is a 5-7 right-handed, and that is whistled into left center. Trying to cut it off is Locke. A double to 8, and he's in there. 3 consecutive doubles. Thomas scores, and it's 5-0. Jones, Thomas, Foy. 3 doubles in a row here. And the batter will be Tillman. Tillman 0 for 1 with a walk. Is Segui set now? Here's the windup and the pitch to Tillman on a 2-10 righty. Base hit into right field. That's an open single. Foy not very fast. 1 through 11. To score, right field 0. They're going to hold him up. No sense running into outs when you're leading 5-0. And with nobody out still, it's Sadowski, who squares to bunt. On an 8C, he gets the bunt down and moves Tillman along. One out, second and third, and now Washington will have to pull the infield in. Top of the order, Rico Petrocelli, 2 for 3 on the day. 4 Boston hits this inning. They lead it 5-0. With the infield in, Segui's pitch to Rico is a 1-5. Struck him out. Big strikeout there by Segui. Not out of the woods yet. With 2 down, here's Jim Gosker. Gosker 0 for 3 on the day. Segui's going to pitch to him. Here's the pitch on a 5-7. That is going to be a double to 1. Either way, 2 more runs are going to score on a 2-star single. Foy can walk home. They're sending Tillman. He's in to score. And the Sox have blown it open here in the 6th. The score is 7-0. And here's Yaz, 2 for 3, homer and a double. Camille out to check on Segui. Probably just checking to see if he's okay. Segui due to start in 4 days. And he's all right. He's going to face Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch on a 4-9. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, but the damage is done. 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 left, and through 6, it's all Red Sox, 7-0. That'll be it for Segui. We can close the book on Hannon. 5 runs charged to Hannon. I'm just about out of coffee, but we're also almost to the stretch, so it can wait. Sadowski in his 2nd endurance inning. Camille, Brinkman, and the pitcher's spot. Brinkman's 2 for 2 today. Sadowski gets his sign. Here's the windup and the pitch to Eddie Brinkman. It's a 3-7 right-handed, and he whistles one to left center. Cutting it off is Thomas, and it's going to be held to a long single. 3 for 3 for Brinkman. And now the Senators will go to the bench. Not a lot here, other than Valentine, of course. Don Blasingame will be the batter. Blasingame hitting .235 on the season. Runner at first. Activity in the Boston pen. Jose Santiago and Dennis Bennett. And here's Blasingame now. Sadowski into the stretch. It's going to be a 6'10 left-handed fly to center field X. Thomas, a good outfielder. 2-11 going back on the ball. On a 16, he makes a fine running catch on the fly ball A. Brinkman tags up and takes second. The batter will be Bob Savarin with one down. Savarin 0 for 3. We've got a slightly early question here from Frank. Trivia is, in what year was the Green Monster painted green? That's a good question, Frank. I just assumed it was always green. Switch hitting Savarin, hitting lefty. Sadowski with a 2-6 grounder to second base. Jones has it, throws him out as Brinkman takes third. Runner at third, 2 down, and Ken McMullen the hitter. Senators trying to get on the board here against Sadowski. Sadowski, a check of the runner. Here's the pitch to McMullen now. On a 1-7, struck him out. 7 scoreless innings for Bob Sadowski. Second day in a row we've had amazing performances from not so good computer-only cards. We almost need to punt here, but we'll bring in Humphreys. And we'll stretch for the 7th. I'm going to get my coffee. And we'll take a look at the Mookie Cam. Again, the 7th inning stretch trivia question is, in what year was the Green Monster painted green? I don't know where you came up with that one, Frank, but that's a good question. And we don't have... We don't have Rick here today, I don't think. I was just thinking he'd probably know that. I just assumed it was always green. Okay, we're going to go to the Mookie cam here in the 7th. I don't see him around. And when that happens, that usually... Oh, look, there he is. I was going to say he's in the bedroom window, but no, he's in my seat. He likes that spot, too. What's up there, Mookie? Just kicking it, huh? I tell you guys, this little cat has been a great source of comfort to me the last couple of weeks. For those of you wondering, there will be a game tomorrow. May not be one on Sunday. Sunday is my sister's birthday. I was going to see... I haven't checked to see how she's doing yet. Still getting over that cold. Yesterday she said she was feeling better, but I was going to see if she wanted to go out. I was going to try to take her out to dinner for her birthday. I thought it might be nice for her to get out of the house. But, of course, that's totally up to her. Or it's possible she may want to go, but not necessarily that day, in which case there will be a Sunday game. There will be a Saturday game. I forget who they're playing, but I know it's the Orioles. I think it's... Well, heck, let's look. I think it's Baltimore at California. It is. That's on tap for tomorrow. $18.76. Oh, not that war? Here we go, bottom of the 7th. Bob Humphreys, the 3rd Washington pitcher. George Scott will start it off. He's 0 for 3 today. Humphreys into the windup. It's a 6-2 right-handed. That ball is driven deep to left field. Going back is Howard at the track, at the wall to 12. It's gone. Home run, Scott. Scott circles the bases with his 10th home run of the season. And that pushes him into league leaders category. And makes the score 8-0. So it seems for the Senators, it really doesn't matter what pitcher they bring in today. The Sox brought their hitting shoes to the nightcap. And here's Dalton Jones, 1 for 3 with a double. Humphreys gets the sign, 1951. Here's the pitch to Jones, 6-9, swung on and missed, strike 3. So was mine, a wild guess. Here's Thomas, 1 for 3 with a double. Humphreys gets the sign from Camille. Comes in there with a 1-2, and he hits him. So now we got to roll this. It's a hit by pitch. Likewise, Ben. Foy having quite a day, a home run and 2 doubles. Humphreys from the stretch on a 6-7 right-handed. It's second base X. Could be 2, but remember this is Savarin, the 4E24, and here's the play on an 8, error range 11. On a 24, it's Savarin to Brinkman to Nen, double play. And that'll do it. The Red Sox do add on a run on the George Scott blast. After 7, they lead it 8-0. As Warren Zevon said, life will kill you. And nobody got it. And it was 1947. Thank you, Frank. Sadowski in his 3rd endurance inning, but he's got a nice cushion to work with, trying for the complete game shutout. And it'll be King, Howard, and Nen, the heart of the order. Sadowski set now. Here's the pitch to King. On a 1-8 right-hander, just a bit outside, ball 4. As Frank Howard steps to the plate. Sadowski getting the sign from the stretch. That's a 4-4. Right-handed, and he loses him ball 4, and now 1-hitter walk will fatigue Sadowski. Sadowski could be running out of gas here in the 8th. Dick Nen, the batter. Is Bennett their only lefty? Yep, it's Santiago and Bennett in the pen. They're both ready. Dick Nen is the batter. Nen 0 for 3 today. Sadowski settles in now, looks in for the sign, the full windup, and the pitch on a 5-7 lefty. Is that a double to 1? I got to check that now. It is. It's a fly ball to right field, double to 1, and caught on the track by Gosker. King can try to go to 3rd on that. 12-14, he's only out on a 20, but trailing by 8, there's no point. 1 down. And here's Locke. I would guess probably Brown before that if I had to throw a guess out there. Locke 1 for 3. Sadowski with the pitch. 2-6, and he loses him, and the bases are loaded. And Sadowski is fatigued. Who would like to give him another batter? It's the catcher, Camille. He's still technically throwing a shutout. That's why I'm inclined to give him one more batter. He has an 8-run cushion. I'll throw it out to the group, as always. Joel, a man after my own heart. If I can, I let him go for the shutout. I mean, if it was 1-0, that'd be different. Even 3-0. He's going to face Camille fatigued. The windup, the pitch. 5-8, grounder to second base X, but that's Jones, a 4E34, and here's the play. On a 5, he's not going to get it. That's a single, and 2 runs will score. So a double play ball hit to Dalton Jones. He's unable to come up with it, and it costs him 2 runs. To third goes Locke. And now here comes Billy Herman, and that will do it for Sadowski. Well, fine outing by Sadowski. He just ran out of gas in the 8th. 7 1/3. 7 hits. He got himself in trouble with the walks. 5 walks in the game, and he struck out 3, 4. Righty, the pitcher's spot, left, right. They're going to go to Santiago. Santiago pitched in this game in real life. Primarily a starter so far. This is only his 2nd relief appearance. He's made 7 starts, 2 5 with a 4.6. Once he lost the shutout, Bob, you knew he was gone. Here's Brinkman, 3 for 3 today. Santiago ready to go to work. 8-2 is the score now. 1 away, and here's the pitch to Eddie Brinkman on a 5-11, and he bangs a base hit into left field. That's going to drive in another run. Locke crosses the plate. Camille could go to third, but he won't. He's very slow. And it's 8-3, and now we'll have a pinch hitter for Humphreys. Yeah, that's going to be Bob Chance, who hit in this game in real life. Chance, the left-handed batter. Let's check his stats. Ouch, 4 for 25. First and second one out in an 8-3 game. And here's Santiago's pitch to Chance on a 5-4, third base X. Tough play for Foy, 4E25. On a 12, the E-range. It's that dreaded 5 on a 25, and it's an error on Foy, and the bases are loaded. Holy crap. Second Red Sox error today. Eight to 3. Chance, thinking about a pinch runner for Chance. But his run is not the important one, so he'll stay at first. Well, Santiago came in with 1 out, gave up a single to Brinkman, now the error by Foy, and here's Bob Saverin. King, Howard, and Nen. And Dennis Bennett throwing again. Savarin 0 for 4. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Here's the pitch from Santiago. It's a 3-8 right-handed. Grounder to first. Scott has it. Goes to Petrocelli for one. Back to Scott. 3-6-3 double play. It's a thing of beauty. Senators score 3 on 2 hits. 2 left on. And now they're going to need another pitcher. Whoops, 3 hits for Segui. Let's see what's left in an 8-3 game. They're going to go to Cox. Cox also worked this game in real life. Whoops, I may have made a mistake. Hang on, Mike's pointing out. We're going to have a replay review here. Hang on. Where the heck is my screen? Here's Savarin against Santiago. Three-eight righty. Ground ball A, double play. Yeah, there it is, if you want to see where the hell is he? There's Savarin. 3-8 righty. Ground ball first base A. Still, I thank you, nonetheless. Cox will face Tillman, the pitcher's spot, and Petrocelli. Cox into the windup now. The pitch to Tillman is a 5-8 grounder down to third base. Fielded there by McMullen, who throws him out. And there's one away. Santiago will bat. He's a 3. Weak right-hander, and here's the pitch. 1-2, line out to short. It's the Lomax, in this case the Max 1. And here's Rico Petrocelli. That's true, man. What's color television? The pitch to Petrocelli. 6-7 right-handed at second base X. Savarin, 424. Here's the play on a 2. He's not going to get that. That's into right field for a 2-out single, and the third hit of the day for Rico Petrocelli. That'll bring up Gosker. Gosker's 2-run single in the 6th, pretty much the death blow in this one. He's 1 for 4. The pitch from the stretch from Cox is a 1-7, and he loses him ball 4. Here's Yaz, 2 for 4. Homer and a double. Cox staring in to get the sign. The windup, the pitch on a 4-6 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. And we go to the 9th. Eight to 3 Boston. Santiago trying to finish it off. Always appreciate the help, Mike. You've saved my butt more than a few times. Meat of the order for the Senators. McMullen 0 for 3 with a walk. Santiago the sign from Tillman. Here's the pitch. On a 5-4 right-handed grounder third base X. That's going to be Foy. 4E25. Here's the play on a 14 E-range. It's a 10 on a 25. And he makes a fine play and throws him out. Nice play, Foy. The batter will be Jim King. King 1 for 3 with a walk. Santiago gets the sign. 6-7 left-handed at second base X. Tough chance for Jones. 434 as he goes to his left. On the error range, it's a 7. On a 34. And it's off his glove for an error. Third Boston error. And here's Frank Howard. Howard walked twice, 0 for 2. Exactly, what's a rerun? Or if you reversed it, ask kids today, what's a double feature, right? Runner on first, 1 away. Here's Big Frank. Here's the pitch from Santiago. It's a 1-3 right-handed, and he walks him. Here we go again. Santiago has been less than stellar. Dennis Bennett ready. They're going to go to Bennett. Bennett, the left-hander. Largely because Washington really has no answer to this. They don't have another first baseman. Bennett, one of those backwards lefties, but Nen much weaker against lefties. And we'll check Bennett's numbers as he finishes his warm-ups. Bennett 2-0 despite a 5.89 ERA. Just in case, Dick Radatz begins to toss. So the Boston bullpen getting a workout here despite leading the game 8-0 at one point. It's 8-3 now. First and second, one away. Dick Nen at the plate. Bennett ready to go to work. And here's the pitch to Nen on a 1-3. Ground ball to second base to the left of Jones. He has it. Throws to Scott. Both runners advance. Runners at second and third, but the Senators down to their last out, and it'll be Don Locke. Locke 1 for 3 with a walk today. Bennett staring in. Now here's the windup and the pitch to Locke. That's a 5-8 right-handed second base X. Jones again, 434. Here's the play. It's the error range. It's that 5 on a 34, and you guessed it. Another error on Dalton Jones. A run will score. 2 Jones errors in the inning. And it's 8-4. The lead still home run proof. 2 outs in the ninth. Runners at the corners. Doug Camille, or will it be Camille? Camille terrible that way. Paul Casanova will bat for Camille. Eight to 4 now, 2 outs in the ninth. Runners at the corners. Here's Paul Casanova hitting for his catching buddy, Dolph Camille. Bennett gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Casanova on a 4-6 grounder to third base. That's going to do it. Foy has it down to Jones for the force, and that's the ball game. Well, it wasn't easy, but they got the split. 8-4 the final, and I'll have the totals for you here in just a moment. I got some work to do here on the Boston side. Three runs charged to Santiago, charged to Sadowski. Santiago, 2 outs. 1 inning for Santiago. One hit, 1 run, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Bennett 2/3. Cox worked 1, gave up a hit, a walk, and a strikeout, no runs. So it looks like this. For the Red Sox, 8 runs, 13 hits. Was it 3 errors? I think I actually forgot to write one down. It was 4. I forgot to dot the last Dalton Jones error. Washington, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Sadowski, the winning pitcher, squares his record at 1-1. Hannon takes the loss, drops to 0-2. Player of the game, Franklin likes Foy. Hard not to. With a homer and 2 doubles. Attaboy to Yastrzemski, but your player of the game is Joe Foy. Much needed win for the Red Sox. Let's take a look ahead on the schedule. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. I already told you it was going to be Baltimore at California tomorrow. Wally Bunker will get the start for the Orioles. Fred Newman on the mound for the Angels. Same time, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow. And if not, well, either way, enjoy your weekend. Bye for now, guys. Take care.